Guys, we are back one more time. We just finished that cane that is already uploaded. This one that you guys saw me make. And like I said, I created a focal point because that's what Donna Cato does on hers. So, I'm looking at it, dissecting it, and thinking about it, and going, why can't I finish that centerpiece, the focal point, at the very end? Because I used a bunch of little dots and little spirals and stuff like that. And then by cutting it, if it doesn't cut even, it's not going to be an even image by the time it's done. So I'm sitting there going, how could I do it to where I don't have to put that center until the very end? And I think I actually came up with something. So what I got here is I still got some leftover red, orange, and yellow, which would be perfect for a southwestern theme. And I've got some more black and white, and actually I have some more black and white there. I've got some orange, yellow, and white, which will go good with the turquoise. So my focal point is going to be turquoise. Okay, so we're going to take some turquoise. Oh, I'm trying to think if I want a solid piece of turquoise or if I want to add turquoise and white. That I haven't figured out yet. See, it's amazing how one idea will just spark a bunch of ideas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not going to make this cane as big as the other one, I don't think. So I'm just going to do two. This is about a 2-inch square. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. I have it in my head. I know what I want it to do. No use in writing it down because I'm not going to use a picture or anything like that. I'm just going to hopefully go off to what my head says. Okay, so I'll do 3. Why not? We'll do 3 of them. So let me go ahead and make this. We're just going to make a Skinner blend, and I know this doesn't look quite right, but it's okay. We're just going to add all the rest of this anyways, and then I'm going to go grab 3 squares of white, and once I get this in a Skinner blend, I will be right back. Okay, so we have a little Skinner blend, and again, this isn't going to be as big as the other one. So I'm just going to shave this down. So this is going to be our focal. I'll move that over there. I've got so much clay scraps in front of me. Oi. Tomorrow will have to be a cleaning day. Okay, so if this is going to be our focal, then obviously it's going to have to be our side, one side of the cane. So again, we're going to take this. Hold on a second. Okay, so we did our Skinner blend and we put it into a nice little triangle piece right here. Okay, so obviously our goal is to cut it down the center. So I'm just going with my little slice that I made here. Okay, because we're not going to use that side anyways. Okay, so this is going to be the side of our cane. Okay, and that inside piece is a little thin. I don't like it. So I'm going to grab this one instead. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be the left side of our cane. And if I wanted to, I could make a smaller one here. again, this is just something that I don't quite know what I'm making yet. Excuse me. A nice little hiccup right there. So we're going to take this so how this is going to be different is just by putting the elements in the center one at the very end. And hopefully that would be a solution to lining this up. So I'm going to go an inch on this. Ooh, maybe not. Okay. I don't know what is with my dogs today. It's a holiday, so there's no mailman. And they're just like going crazy. Bandit! Hey! Oh, he's been on a rampage all day. Hold on a second. Okay, so we are back. So we have our bottom and that little side piece done. Okay, so now basically what we need to do is we just need to build our triangle. You know, basically gonna have to kind of curve in like that. I wish I had something that had a triangle. I know Teresa Salgado's got one of these. I'm wondering if she has it for a triangle. I have not seen it. I have it in my head, but I can't see exactly how it used to look or how it does look. So if you guys know if she does, that would be great to know. Okay, so I'm only putting that in there just to fill up that hole. Like that. Okay, so I'm thinking of wrapping a little bit of black. Gosh darn it, I can't get them to stop, guys. I don't know what's up with them today, but it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do. I can yell at them, they don't listen. So I am just going to leave them alone. Or I might have to go into the other room and close the shades so that they can't look out. And that might help the situation. Okay, so I'm lining this in black. And I've got this at a number 3. Okay, maybe not. Let me go ahead and grab some more clay and I will be right back. Alright, let's try that again. So, this is the best time to make this as even as you can. Wow. I need it about right there. Okay. So that's that side. Now we're going to do the same with this other one. I got this at a 4 because a 5 was really thin. And since this is going to be reduced a long way, I didn't want to make it too thin. A 3 probably would have been fine too. But I stopped at a 4. Or at a 4. Okay, let's about right there. Okay. And we're just going to smooth it all out. Cut a little bit of that top off. Okay. So there we go. There we go. So now instead of putting that blue in between, we can put the black. Just a little bit, so that we don't have a hole here. Or, if we don't want black, we could probably put some of that red in there. This time, I'm wondering what a couple of dots of red would look like in there. Let's see. Before I get way too involved, I have an orange. I've still got that half from the last time. Let's see what the orange looks like. Or, look at what I found here. No. I'm going to see if I like this, and if I don't, then we're just going to go straight black. Or I can take this orange and make dots that go around that. See? At this point, it doesn't matter what you do. These are going to end up being really small. So that scares me. But I kind of like that. Okay. So we did this before, if you remember. And we took that and put that around that side. I'm wondering if I'm even going to need that. All right, we're going to leave that there. We're going to cut this in half. And we are going to make this to get to that same size. We want this at 1.5 inches long. So it's going to end up coming around this way. I'm going to take this white and I'm going to make this really thin. We're just going to nestle it right against that orange right there. Okay. Bandit. Okay, so now we've got the top like this, right? So this is big. This is going to take up the whole side, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So now we're just going to add some fun elements in here. So we're going to take this red and yellow, and I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to reduce this, and I'll reduce this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a gift card. I used this yesterday. I went to go buy something on Best Buy, and this popped out of my wallet, and I said, oh, I don't normally keep gift cards. I usually spend them. So I just happened to put it in there, and it was like $60 on it, and what I was buying was $40. I'm like, oh, cool. It just paid for what I wanted. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Exactly 4.5. Okay, so that's what we want. We're going to do that funky flower, I think, again. Maybe. Okay, so that needs to be pushed up some. I don't know how I got so backwards here, but I did. And I still don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I'm just trying to think of some ideas here. Okay, so I kind of like that. And since this side isn't gonna be touched, it might work okay. So I can fill in the middle with I don't know, some turquoise. Okay, so we're going to move this over here for now, because I don't know where I'm going to put them yet. And we're going to get some black, and this I'm going to do at a number 5. I just basically want to cover, no, I'll do it at a number 4. I just want to cover that orange on this side. I try not to get too analytical when it comes to kaleidoscope canes, because when I think about it too much is when I destroy what I try to accomplish. So I just don't think, I just try it. And if it doesn't turn out, I can always squish all these down. Remember how we made that that reverse thing that we did? You know, you just layer all your scraps and put some black and white underneath it and put a texture stamp over the top, and then start shaving, and you'll get some really pretty things. And this is a really nice color that if I mess up, I can probably come up with something really cool. I have to make more hair slides now that my daughters or granddaughters took them, so it's another idea. Bandit, stop it! He's barking really low now because he knows I'm mad at him. So if I take this right here, that would fill up that spot right there. Okay. But then I have this. This in the center or at the end is never a good idea. I mean, it's perfect to do that, but if I make this into a triangle, I'm going to do 2 of these. As you can see, ideas constantly change. You know, I see something and then I don't like it and then I end up changing it to something else. So be prepared for that when you do it. And it's okay. You don't have to go with your initial idea. It always looks good on paper. In my case, it's in the back of my head. So I never have anything set in stone. I smell rain. I went outside really quick. It's not raining, but boy, it smells like rain in here. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it could smell like propane, considering I have a torch. So rain's a good smell, but when you don't know where it's coming from, that's not always a good sign. And of course, I used the wrong blade, so yes, you're gonna see it all kind of mucked up here. But if I stretch it a little bit more, I'll be able to cut that off. Okay. So now, I put that there. Sure, we'll just put it right there. Now how are we going to fill this up? Again, I don't like using these on the end, but it's either going to go there or it's going to come in here. Because this has all got to be like this, right? So I still need to finish this triangle. I think I'm just going to go, I got a little more of this turquoise, right? So what happens if we close this up? Sorry about that. Still waiting for that tow truck from my son. They want to charge him $200 to go less than 2 miles. So he's not real happy. Okay, to me that might be too much. That might, yeah, I don't think that's going to work very nice. So we'll put it this way. That way it doesn't look like it's another flower starting. Okay, so again, gonna need something here up on top, I think. Well, guess we might as well figure out what we can do with this. I still got a little bit left over. I do have a black and white left over. So boy, the rain smell is strong. We have a swamp cooler and an AC in the desert. It gets kind of hot out here, and it gets really expensive in Southern California to try and run any kind of air conditioning. I swear they don't want you to do anything. They don't want you to run the air, they don't want you to run this, they don't want you to do this. But the swamp is not on. But I'm wondering if it's just the water in the swamp that's smelling so good. Okay, well that covers that up, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add one more strip of black going across the red. And then I think I'm just going to... I'm just going to use this orange again. And that's going to finish off our cane. Okay, we're just going to wrap that around there. I like that better. Okay, so let's get a little bit more black. And then we're going to reduce it. And then after we make that first cut, I think is where I'm going to add the components into the center. And hope that I don't mess it up. Again, if I mess it up, no big deal. I think it's still going to look good. I think that's what I need. Okay, I'm a little over. So I need to make this flower a little longer. Okay, you want to make sure everything is pretty much even before you start pulling, right? And I can see those little ones are not, but hopefully it'll be okay. Come all the way up here. I'm going to go all the way down to the end of this white right here. Okay. I'm going to put black around this white. Thought I cut that a little thin. Okay. All right, so that's that. And now we're putting this down, and then we'll add black onto the end of this. So obviously you want to make this as straight as you can. So okay, so we can cut a little bit off of that as well. Give me a nice even piece, right? And I decided to do, no, I turned it upside down to do the white and then the orange. Okay, I'm going to put all that down there. Not quite wide enough, so I'm going to just pull it out a little bit. Yes, I'm thinking. Let's go. This is going to be small. I get it. Okay, so that's the way we're going to leave it. Yeah, that's a little different than the rest of it. Now we're going to do our final piece of black on the side of that orange. And then we're going to reduce it. And I have a feeling this is what we're going to use for the center of that. That way I don't have to cut anything else out. Okay. And this obviously is going to go all the way to the black. Alrighty, so this is our cane. What do you think? Okay, so I'm going to take a quick picture of this so I know what it looked like to start with. And then we begin reducing it. So I think, if anything, what she taught me with that one video is where my center is going to be. Because every time I do a kaleidoscope cane, I never know where to put the pieces, what's going to be the end, what's going to be the middle, what's going to be the corner, because it's all a bunch of mishmash. But by having the center piece, it kind of gives you exactly a focal point. I mean, it's perfect because then you know which side is up, which side is down, which is to the side, and you can build off of that. So I'm really happy that I watched that, because I think it just really opened up my eyes to a whole bigger picture. So I'm really excited about this. So let me reduce it and let's get it done. We'll see you in a bit. Alrighty guys, so we have this reduced all the way to 9 inches. So we're going to cut it in half at 4.5 inches, right? Why does it look like it's off a little bit? I didn't take into consideration the fact that this really needs to stick together. Oh, look at how cute that is. Okay, but I want some, I mean, I don't need something. If I really wanted to, I could just do that. Right? But now that we have it, I got this, and I just dropped that right on the floor. Hopefully no dog hairs. Oh, of course, there's 1 dog hair, 2 dog hair on it, of course. All right, so if I take this red piece, right, and put it right there, okay, and then we're just going to kind of place it all the way down like that. Okay, so that would go there, and that would go there. If you wanted to, you could do all kinds of different designs. You don't just have to have that one piece. And then you have that in the center. Or I can put this all the way down at the bottom, if I can get it off. I'm going to go very lightly just in case I want to pull that back off. And that could go like that, which I think I like that better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little indent into the blue here. Okay. Just a little bit. line that right up to it. And then I need to do that on this side. So it's the only side I can use, huh? Why does that look bigger? Because it is. I don't know why it is, but it is a little bigger. Nope, now I don't like it there on the bottom. Oi! I hate when I change my mind sometimes. I really do. So I'm going to get this red off. Let me grab some alcohol. All I have is a sock filled with baby powder. Okay. So if I do this thicker one. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you're lined up perfectly. Now I can't move it. It is what it is. But I'm curious. Oh, that was weird because I could have sworn I did this before. Okay, so see how that is right there? I'm hoping that when I finish this, yeah, see that one's a little bigger. Okay, so I need to close up this side like that. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So I need to pull this a little bit to get it to 4.5. Okay, and then we're going to cut it at 1.5. No, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I need to be really careful where I cut this. Okay, and then I'm going to need this one right here. Okay, and that should be fine. Okay, so we're just going to kind of make sure that our ends are lined up. So there's one. Okay, we're going to line this one up. Okay, that's 2. I like those 3 little dots right there too. Okay, so now that we've got that opened up, okay, and now here's number 3. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this is lined up perfectly. turn it around. This is probably the worst part, is making sure that everything lines up. Okay, there we go. Up. There we thought we would go. Now, put that back in there. I don't know what happened right there. Okay, so we're going to make sure. Alright, so those are all lined up. Okay, for some reason that does not look lined up. But it could be it's deforming because it is really soft. If you can see me struggling, it's because it's just really soft. I can't pull them apart. So we're going with it. Okay, so now we're going to make it round. We're going to reduce it. And I'll come back and show you our final cane. We'll be right back. Alrighty guys, we have reduced it and we are ready to reveal. I was hoping to try and get a little bit more cane out of this, but I don't want it too small. It's already smaller than I'd like it to be. But if I got a little bit more that I can get out of it, then that'll make me happy. So for now, we're just kind of bringing those ends a little more. Okay, I think that's about all we're going to get. So we already know that that's no good. It's not supposed to stick on everything either. Kind of peaked. It didn't peak too much. I hate peeking. I like to wait. Okay. And then this is just a little piece that I can play with. Okay, you ready for this one? Ta-da! So there we go. So that turned out pretty darn good. So might be something that I'm gonna have to try. Oh my gosh, there's just, it's an endless amount of things that you can do with this. I really like those. So I think that was easier. We still had to line it up, but not as bad as the other one. So let's see if we can get the camera to stick on this for a little bit. And that's it. So I hope you guys like that. I'm going to make a lot more. I got all those half containers of open clay. So I guess probably while I have a couple days on my own here, I am going to just make a bunch of Skinner blends and then slowly start making canes. Because these turned out really nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. So if you have any ideas, let me know what to do with these, because I make them. I just don't make anything with them. You know, if I cut them in a circle and put them on a black thing, I can't imagine making a veneer out of this, because I wouldn't know how to set your veneer next to each other with them being round, which is why I hate making round ones. But they might make really cool beads if I cut them. Where's that little piece? So if we made the beads like that thick and stick a little hole in it right down the center, you know, it'd be really cool beads like that too. You know, just a bracelet with these. So I'll have to figure it out. I'm going to let them sit for a while, and then maybe tonight I'll come in and make something with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You have a great week, and we will talk to you in a few days. Bye.